Hello guys and welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. In the last episode, if you don't remember, we went ahead and made our way through Tartarus in a much more brief manner than the previous episodes. We got to show off Aragaki's power, Amada's power, and Koromaru's power. And in this episode, we're only 2 days away from the full moon boss fight, so we're about to go ahead and deal with that in this episode. Today's actually going to be a pretty big episode because I have a lot of stuff to show off. First of all, if you'll remember in the last episode, I mentioned that I was going to go ahead and go off screen and fuse a bunch of personas. Well, if we go ahead and look at my compendium real quick, in the last episode, my compendium was around like 32%-ish. I did some fusing. Now it's up to 42%, which is insane. I've gotten most of the personas that I can get at this point in the game, because I'm only level 40, remember. So I can't get these level 41 or level 69 personas. Nice.
Does that persona catch your eye?
But yeah, I've got most of these, and I remember looking while I was fusing them. I remember being like, there's some really good personas here that I can use. A lot of these personas I'll have to wait to fuse until like the very end of the game, because as I just mentioned, you know, I can't really fuse some of them right now. This level 37 Fortune persona I can fuse, but I don't have the money right now to pull stuff out of the compendium and start fusing stuff. So kind of pretty good, like, I'm almost halfway done with the compendium, which is pretty good because I haven't been focusing on the compendium at all throughout this entire LP. Right now, I forget exactly what my personas are at the moment. I will have to remember to sell some stuff before the next full moon, because I do want to, you know, get some money and maybe fuse a few more personas. Alright, these are the ones I have right now. This level 16 one I probably don't need. Virtue has some wind and light skills as well as some physicals. Vasuki, I believe is how you pronounce it. Vasuki? Something like that. Has some electric skills, also some light skills, and also some really useful healing skills like Meteorama, which I believe is what Amada has, as well as ones that, you know, get rid of all of these status ailments. Then we have Saki Mitama for ice and fire skills, so in case we ever run into enemies with those with those as weaknesses, we have those. Another great healer here. Raycarm can revive an ally. But yeah, overall, I'm fairly happy with what we have right now. Loa, I think is really good because it has all of the like main elements, like the main 4 elements: fire, ice, wind, and electricity, as well as some dark skills and the ability to survive light attacks, which is its, you know, big weakness. Might actually make that my main persona. Then we just have some others. So yeah, it's not like, again, something that I'll say throughout this entire LP is what I'm doing isn't technically the most advantageous way of playing. I am not getting the best possible things as soon as possible, but I'm just doing what I think would be like a cool idea or a good idea or what I think looks awesome. Anyways, without all this preamble, let's actually get back to reality for a second.
Oh, hello.
Yes, I want to stop for the night. Did like an hour of grinding off screen, including fusions and stuff like that. I was gonna grind for a bunch of extra money, but I realized quickly that I probably wasn't gonna make that much money in Tartarus. For me, at least, I'm pretty sure you make the most money out of the stuff that you sell to Kurosawa. So we got to make sure we go talk to him sometime after school. Sup, dude? There's a full moon tomorrow. Hey, did you hear? The number of cases around town have gone up like crazy these days. I've heard. There are only 4 of those large shadows left. Maybe they're getting desperate? Or maybe the next one's just insanely strong. Oh, whoops, my bad. I shouldn't jinx it. Anyways, we can handle it this time too.
Yo, Chidori! How's your hand doing? What the? There's no scar. Not even a mark? Maybe it wasn't that bad?
Say, Junpei, what do you do to make yourself feel alive?
I don't know. Breathe, I guess? You know, I can't say I've ever thought about it. How about you, Chidori? Is that how you feel when you draw?
I don't know. Most of these are just scribbles. I don't really understand myself.
Oh. Huh. To tell you the truth, there is one thing that makes me feel alive. It's when I sort of, get to play the hero, I guess? In the darkest hour, unknown to all but a few, the Chosen Ones stand against the forces of evil. Our hero, Junpei, fights to protect the world from these terrifying monsters. Well, you get the idea. That's when I feel most alive. This is the part where you're supposed to laugh.
So, do you fight all alone?
Hey, I was just kidding around.
You fight during a time that no one is aware of, right? That means no one knows what you've been doing. So, you're fighting even though you'll never get any recognition for anything. I'm impressed. I guess I misjudged you.
Really? I didn't think you'd actually believe me.
Can you tell me more?
You know, you're kind of the weird one here. I guess it's okay, but you're sworn to secrecy. Got it? So, there's this special power called a persona. And that's what we use to defeat the monsters. But not everyone can use a persona. That's what I meant by the Chosen Ones. My friends are fighting too. And, not to brag, but we haven't lost a single fight since I joined.
Sounds like a lot of fun. If you haven't lost a single fight, that must mean you're really strong.
Yeah, sorta. I guess you could kinda say I'm the leader. I mean, without me, things would just fall apart. I gotta tell everyone what to do and stuff, you know? It's a lot of work being in charge.
Thank you, Junpei. I had a lot of fun today.
You did?
It's time for me to go. I'll see you tomorrow, right?
See you tomorrow, huh? Yes!
Well, thanks for blowing the whole operation for us, Junpei. I mean, I guess he's still better than Ryuji from Persona 5, who constantly accidentally spills the details on the fact that, you know, the main characters are the Phantom Thieves, but I don't know. We'll get to that game when we get to that game. Alright, so before I forget, because I do want to talk to, you know, I'll talk to the people in this class, and then I'm gonna quickly run over to Kurosawa.
I have a suggestion.
I have inspected the entire school, but I did not locate anyone suffering from apathy syndrome. Should I conclude that they are absent? So she's still far from passing as a human, and we can't really talk to her. What the heck? It's pretty rare for a hottie like that to transfer at this time of year. What hottie? Dude, get a clue. I'm talking about Aegis. A mysterious babe like that. I want to know everything about her, like her measurements. You're the worst pubescent student. Speaking of characters that are the absolute worst, in like a school setting, I've been playing through. I might have mentioned this in a previous episode. I've been playing through a visual novel game called Chaos Head Noah, and the main character of that game, Takumi, is just the absolute worst. Just everything about him sucks. There's like, he doesn't say anything mean to characters. Mostly, like, whenever he talks, it's just him stuttering and like being barely able to like get across like a thought or a point or anything like that. But my god, his inner monologue is like one of the most unbearable things I've ever had to read. I still love the game from what I've played so far. I'm only in chapter 3. But my god, Takumi is just the worst. Anyways, I'll probably let's play through that game at some point in the future. Or I guess that would be more of a let's read. Because like there's not a lot of gameplay in Chaos Head. It must suck to be the new girl. All the guys hit on you and pressure you right away. But Aika-san seems fine. That's true from what I've seen. Okay, so... Oh, is Elizabeth... Do you have a... quest that I can... Oh, you do! Oh, right, we could ask Elizabeth out. Okay, Elizabeth, I'm gonna ask you out in just a second. Alright, we've got a lot of stuff to do today because we've got to sell stuff to Kurosawa. We've got to ask Elizabeth out. We also need to do something with Mitsuru today because this is like one of the only days we could do it. I don't think it's like the only day, but the opportunity for this rarely comes up, so we need to go do this as soon as possible. Nice, 49,000 yen. Okay, that'll be useful for more Persona summoning and just buying stuff that we need to buy. Can we get anything from Mayoido for like Aragaki or anyone like that? Attack 190, accuracy 90. Is there a way to look at our characters' like equipment in the shop? Because this is annoying to kind of like go out. Alright, so that's definitely an upgrade for Aragaki. Oh, we can! Okay, that's... Gonna definitely get that for Yuki. Alright, this is so much easier than walking out every single time. I don't know what I was doing. Alright, so I got some new... I got a new weapon for Aragaki, and I got some new equipment for Yuki, so... Let me equip all of that, sell some stuff, sell some more stuff to Kurosawa, and then everything will be fine. Look at that increase! I'm kind of mad at myself for never, like, really doing anything with this in previous playthroughs, or, like, in this playthrough up to this point. Alright, so I looked up online why Fuka has all of this equipment, and I didn't really find anything. I think the reason is just that all of these are programmed for women to wear. So for example, insulated tights, that's for all women, same for all of these all the way down. And some of these have effects that could help her, like, you know, plus 50 HP, stuff like that. But most of these are just like, hey, this is just here so that, because, you know, that's how we program the game, so that these go to all of the different women. My question is, why does she need an evasion stat? What is she evading? And this is for defense, so what could she possibly need that for? They could have just done it like this, where you can't access her weapons or anything like that. Why does she have an HP stat? What? I'm still very much confused. But I think I at least understand why that's there. There's so much to these Persona games that I just don't utilize a lot of things like I should. Like, there are places that I've rarely ever gone to. Like, I rarely ever go to buy, like, items. That's, like, one of the basic things that you do. There's not really anything I particularly need here right now. But yeah, I should probably make more use of this shop. Alright, I went ahead and sold some equipment that I know I'm not ever going to use, so I got almost 80,000 yen. Alright, Elizabeth, let's hang out. This is something I've been hoping for a while now. We've still got plenty of time to get all of these side quests done, so it's not like I'm panicking too much. My, I've been waiting for you to ask. Shall we be on our way?
So this is a shrine. It's quite similar to a temple, is it not? A mysterious presence lurks here, though it is markedly different from a shadow. Well then, I shall first observe the local traditions and pay my respects. I wonder if this is enough.
I'm not going to say anything. I want to wait and see how much she pours in.
I have finally finished presenting my offering. Though I normally do not reside in this world, I wonder if I too may receive divine grace. Come to think of it, this system of monetary offerings is very similar to that of the fountain. There are a great many locations in your world where supplicants may request good fortune. You live in a truly wondrous place. Could those paper strips tied there be... Just as I thought. These are paper fortunes. I've heard of this game. People entrust their destiny to a slip of paper, finding the risk far too exhilarating. I see. There are many possible destinies written on them. Well then, I'd like to experiment with this for myself. Please wait here while I work on obtaining every single variation.
I decided to wait until Elizabeth was satisfied.
Excuse me. I've been curious ever since we arrived. But what is that equipment over there? If memory serves, these are a slide and a jungle gem, correct? I see. In the presence of a true god, upholding a pretense of gravitas is all but meaningless. What a magnanimous and introspective message. If that is the case... Fascinating. In order to attain joy, one must first claw one's way to the very top. This playground equipment teaches a profound lesson on the true way of the world.
I agree.
Well, that was certainly entertaining. Now, could you please instruct me in the proper use of the jungle gem over here? I can't get out. Oh dear, it's rather difficult to maintain one's balance. Today was even more enjoyable than our other outings thus far. To be honest, lately I've been wondering, do I find this world enjoyable simply because of the novelty of the stimuli it presents? Or another possibility, perhaps I enjoy myself on these excursions because of your company. In any event, I believe I'll have to negotiate with my master to install a horizontal bar in our room. I'd like for you to accompany me again sometime, if you wouldn't mind. Well then, I suppose we should call it a day. But before we do, I'd like to go on the slide one more time. Shall we seize the opportunity and go in tandem? Woo!
After Elizabeth had her fun, we headed back to the Velvet Room together. I would love that if you walk into the Velvet Room to fuse a persona, and Igor's just like, "Welcome to the Velvet Room," and off to the side is Elizabeth trying to gain her balance on a horizontal bar. "Thank you for earlier. Now then, how may I be of assistance? Thank you for showing me around Naganaki Shrine. I must say that the harmony between religion and recreation was indeed superb. I am currently in negotiations with my master about introducing a set of horizontal bars in our room. If I should win his favor, please stop by to make use of them."
Wonderful.
"Thank you for your assistance. Please take these as your reward."
Please paint my powerful persona a pretty purple. Please paint my powerful This is harder than I thought.
Now that I'm thinking about it, it'd be kind of interesting if the Persona 6 Velvet Room was actually like a playground or something like that. I think they could do something really interesting with that. Alright, so I've been recording for about half an hour now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do this thing with Mitsuru, and then we're going to go ahead and end off the video, and the next episode, we'll do the full moon boss fight. "Can we talk? There's a personal matter that I'd like to discuss with you. Could you hear me out? But you must keep this a secret from the others. Let's talk in school. You can find me in the first floor hallway." This is the first time we're being invited anywhere by Mitsuru, to my knowledge. And it's not about her social link, because her social link doesn't come up till much later in the game. So what could this be about? "I'm sorry for the sudden call. I'll keep it brief. I wanted to hand this to you." Mitsuru handed me an envelope. There's some kind of paperwork inside. "I'd appreciate it if you could deliver that to Aragaki. Tell him it's from me. He'll know what's inside. A school reinstatement form. I'm sure you're already aware, but Aragaki is a student at our school. He's currently on a leave of absence. If he's in good health, I believe it's in his best interest to start attending classes again. But no matter what I, or even Akihiko, say to him, he won't have any of it. So I'm changing my approach. Perhaps you may be able to get through to him. Mitsuru seems to be in need of my help. I guess I should accept. Can I count on you? Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry I got you involved in this. I really do apologize for the trouble, but I trust you'll keep this matter confidential. It would only become more difficult to persuade him if this became public. Aragaki is usually at that gathering spot near the station during the day. I know the one. When you get the chance, could you head over there to look for him? I'm counting on you." So now that Aragaki's joined our ranks here, we actually get to talk to him a little bit more. Also, there's something by the student dormitory. Oh, is this... Oh, Koromaru also has a linked episode today. Alright, I think I'm gonna do Shinjiro's first, and then we'll work on Koromaru's later. You again. What do you want? I found Aragaki. Should I give Aragaki the re-enrollment form Mitsuru entrusted me with?
What?
You got a bone to pick or something?
So, what do you want? What's this supposed to be? Why do you have this? Oh, now I get it. Kirijo put you up to this.
She asked me to.
Typical. She always goes out of her way for the dumbest shit. Think for yourself for once. Don't just go along with what everyone asks.
I'm worried about you too.
Mind your own damn business. Why are you all like this? But I guess you can't. Explains why you've accepted being leader. We done? Get out of here. Hey. Thanks for going through all that trouble. Maybe I'll treat you to a meal sometime. What? You got a problem with that?
How about right now?
I told you to get going. I already got plans. It doesn't matter. I'll be back by tonight. That's why I rejoined in the first place.
I decided to go back to the dorm without Aragaki. In Personas 4 and 5, there will be a lot less of this where we've already completed a social stat, but, you know, it keeps giving us stuff anyway. Tomorrow's the day. Get geared up while you can. You know the drill. We'll be on standby at the dorm tomorrow. I'm all fired up. I don't care where or when it shows up. It's dead meat. So we could talk to Amada here. Aragaki is also here, which looks really strange since we've spent the past like 5 months without him there. I want to go to our room real quick because if we go ahead and check this closet, now receive your downloadable content. Velvet outfit. And anything else? Do I not have any of like the P4 and P5 DLC? You know what, I'm gonna look into that in the next episode. But yeah, we actually do get a bit of bonus content here. I could have sworn I bought the expansion pass, which should have given me the outfit DLC. But whatever. In the next episode, thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, we're gonna go ahead and move on to September 5th and fight the full moon boss fight. Can't believe it took us an entire video just to get through one day, but I had a lot to talk about. We had a lot to get through. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.